Introduction. I tried to imagine what our world would be like 20 years from now, then 40 years, and then finally 100 years from now. Suddenly, I found my mind and my ethereal body in another place. In my vision, I followed a long road that seemed never ending. Along the side of the road, I saw nothing but dried out straw where I somehow knew I once was a bountiful cornfield. I spotted my daughter holding a watering can further down the road and ran to her so that we could water the field together. The faster I ran, the further away she was. I couldn't get to her in time. Was the message that what our children reap in the future, having been planted by the seeds of our past, will be irreversibly damaged? Next, I had a vision of all humanity sitting on the shoreline and watching the last glimmer of light from the very last sunset on Earth dissipating on the horizon. We cried out for help as darkness fell upon us, and I wondered if our cries were being heard. My vision ended there, and I prayed for an answer. The next night, the answer came in a dream, and I was told that indeed our cries do not fall upon deaf ears and that help has arrived. I wrote this book with the intention of letting the world know that the cries of humanity do not go unheard. True, the world as we know it is in crisis, but help is here. Hundreds of years of fear, greed, and hatred have tarnished our beautiful planet, and we have done it to ourselves. We can no longer ignore our own part in the collective. We have fed the discontent, the wars, the famines, and the darkness with our own hatred. Man was given a perfect world to inhabit, a place harmoniously aligned with the all-love of our source creator, a place in which humanity could glory in. But somehow, the respect and appreciation for the utopia that we were given has practically vanished. Somewhere along the way, humanity lost its way. When mankind became aware of the rich treasures that our planet held, we decided that we needed to own them. Fear was used to manipulate, control, and possess. Then the perfect world of love and beauty became tarnished and skewed. Unconditional love was replaced by a fear-induced prison. Souls that were created with love and light became dark, heavy, and materialistic. Now, here we are. New Age messengers speak of the enlightenment and planetary shifts that are ongoing. This is not humanity suddenly waking up, taking notice of the trail of destruction that it has left, and trying to undo the damage before that last glimmer of sunlight dissipates on the horizon. Rather, it is the answer to our prayers. Decades ago, the word Lightworker was coined to mean someone who wanted to help make the world a better place. A Lightworker was thought of as a person who had a higher calling to help people and the world itself through prayer, healing, meditation, energy work, and other spiritually related practices. The vague term intrigued me, and as I delved deeper into what a mere label of sorts, I began to receive information from a higher source that brought the label into clear focus regarding who these unique souls were who had come to heal the planet. I received images of where they had descended from and the different roles and divine purposes that they held. I was shown famous light workers throughout history, for example, Mother Teresa and William Shakespeare, and how they contributed to the healing of our planet. These amazing beings of love and light were not merely those with some intangible calling who shouted from the mountaintops that they were here to bring salvation. They could indeed be the most ordinary, unobtrusive people, average people walking the earth, who were vessels for a light so brilliant that we had to shield our eyes, turn away, and allow them to go virtually unnoticed amongst us. These beings were souls who descended from glorious realms and had long lost interest in the dense heaviness of the materialistic earth plane. The Lightworkers descended from places so magnificent that those of us here on earth could not even begin to comprehend them. Why would Lightworkers choose to return to the earth, which is so heavy with suffering and misery? The answer is that at the last hour of the last sunset, they have come to hear our cries. It is the Lightworkers' mission to lend their light to a planet that is heavy with fear and sickness. They have come before it is too late, and they are here to be of service to us. They speak out for those who have no voice. They create glorious works of art to beautify our planet, and they write music that elevates our spirits. They work unseen, lending their light energy by just agreeing to walk amongst us. They are the healers of our planet. While writing this book, I received information on the different realms and the gifts that each Lightworker brings to Earth from his or her realm of origin. As I meditated, more and more specific information came through, and Lightworker was no longer a broad term or label, but a clear and defined role for these beings with different levels, intensities, and missions. The other information that I received was what I feel are the answers to what so many Lightworkers seek. I was shown the suffering that these sensitive beings endure by being present here on earth, how they are misunderstood, ridiculed, sometimes persecuted, how they are cast into darkness, continuously being tested in their roles here as light bearers, how they have to painstakingly maintain their connection to the heavens while still keeping 2 feet on the ground here on earth. Because of their heightened sensitivities, they can literally feel trapped in the virtual torture chambers that are their physical bodies. Many unaware Lightworkers feel lost and isolated here on earth, and many live each day with a yearning in the depths of their soul to go home, even when they are already in their own home. I was given information to assist them in coping with the pain of trying to heal a damaged planet and to live in a world to which they really don't belong, just as the Lightworker has been sent as an answer to humanity's cry for help. I hope that the information found in this book will provide the answers to the Lightworkers' pleas and provide them with a life raft that will finally assist them in living in the space of love and healing that they themselves came here to deliver.